Hello and welcome to the video version of my journal. I'm Stephanie Rivers. Children are precious and they should always be protected. While most people would agree with that sentence, we learned last week that the practical application of the word protect means different things to different people. For some, it means advocating certain laws to prevent harming a child. For others, it means reporting those who break those laws. And then there are those who say morality can't be legislated, that we should all know right from wrong. The leadership at Penn State is trying to decide where they stand on the issue after it was revealed that two university officials and members of the athletic department kept quiet about child molestation accusations against the former coach there. It's easy to say what you would do if you witness a crime taking place, especially if a child is being victimized. But the truth is, you don't know what you would do until you're placed in that position. I have been in a similar situation, and I admit that I didn't do all that I could have. Some might say all that I should have to protect the children involved. Here's my story, the short version. I had a stalker who had been convicted of child molestation. We met when I moved to North Carolina for my first career job after college. It was his hometown, and he said he had returned there after living in another part of the state. And even though I had met his mother and a childhood friend, neither of these women bothered to tell me this guy recently had been paroled from prison for what North Carolina calls indecent liberties with children. It's another term that means a grown-ass man was having sex with young girls young enough to be his daughters. When I found out about his criminal past, I quit speaking to him. It wasn't because of his past that I broke ties with him. It was because of his current activities. I didn't realize it until later, but this man was using my position as a news reporter and respected member of the community to attract young girls. Just like the Penn State coach, my stalker sponsored various youth activities in the city where we lived, and many of the teenage girls participated because they trusted me. So I quit working with him. Although I could have gone to police to report my suspicions about this guy, or I could have written a front page article about his criminal past and his shady activities, I did what I thought was best at the time. I called the girls' parents and told them that I no longer was associated with the man or his programs. I never fully explained to them why I was leaving because I didn't have any first-hand knowledge of his current criminal activity, and I didn't want to create an issue where none existed. Also, I was afraid to be linked publicly with this ex-con. I didn't want my first career job to be in jeopardy over my lack of good judgment at 22 years old. When I refused to talk to him anymore and the girls were no longer eager to participate, he started to stalk me. He broke into my apartment, he stole my things, he cut the tires on my cars numerous times, he called my home in the middle of the night, he did countless other things. It wasn't too long after that he was arrested again for indecent liberties with children and sent back to prison where he is today. I've written a book about my experiences to make young women more aware of how simple decisions they make can change their lives. Whether you're 22 like I was at the time or a seasoned veteran, we all have to make judgment calls. Let's hope that when it's your time, you do what's morally and ethically right. To find out more about the things that I care about, go to the written version of my journal. It's at eurweb.com. Thanks and have a super day.